Hi boys and girls, aunties and uncle, welcome back to my channel. My name is CK. My channel is Ecology, where I bring my viewers, you around the world to eat, see and explore. And today I am back in the city of Georgetown, in my home state of Penang. Georgetown, UNESCO World Heritage Site, the food capital of the world. We grew up so luckily surrounded by delicious Penang food. Everywhere you see in Malaysia, you will see Penang char Teow, Penang Hokkien. Everything really has to start with Penang, the true brand name of Penang street food. If there's one street that is packed with all the delicious food representing Penang, it is this street here, Kimberly Street, named after John Wodehouse, who was the Earl of Kimberley. When I was a little kid, we used to call this street Swatow Street. Now, Swatow is a city in China where all the Teochew immigrants come from, and they were the early occupants of Kimberley Street. That's why it's called Swatow Street. And the Teochew used to dry their vermicelli noodle, their food on the open street here. This street is the street that made everyone a foodie here. My grandparents, my parents used to hold my hand, and my cousins and my brothers and sisters and I, we used to come and eat here, take away food from here. And most people like to come at nighttime for the Kimberley night market street food. But personally for me, I prefer coming for breakfast in Kimberley Street. So in this video, I'm going to share all the delicious Kimberley Street food, show you some of my old-time favorite. I mean, some of these food I have eaten since I was a little kid. And this street basically is ground zero for magnificence. We're gonna head out and go some food hunting and food hopping, and you are coming with me. Guys, are you ready to eat? My first stop is a glorious bowl of Hokkien mee. And this is a new discovery. I'm here at Rong coffee shop. Rong is not as famous as its neighbor here, but here in Rong you get a glorious bowl of Hokkien mee. The Hokkien mee of Rong is a new discovery for me. They've just been operating for about 9 years, I think. They used to be in another Kopitiam, and then they moved here. They make a very, very good Hokkien mee. Now, I'll tell you why I like the Hokkien mee is because of this, the fried onions. Now, the fried onions, they fried it themselves. A lot of hawker stalls, they buy their ingredients instant. Gosh, this smells good. So order this and tell the tell the chef you want extra pork rib, and Hokkien mee can be very oily, so you can tell the chef that you want the less oily one. So she will take the non-oily part of the broth. The taste of the broth is very sweet when you have a lot of pork rib. Pork rib, the broth, the noodle. a good Penang Hokkien mee. It's very difficult to make. The broth has to be cooked for hours. With prawn shells. This is it. It's always a great start to the day when you have a good Hokkien mee. Now they are closed Monday and Friday, and she starts 6:30. She starts, so I would imagine she woke up like 4 to like 3 a.m. to have the broth ready, and that's how much work it takes to do a good Hokkien mee. I'm so beyond satisfied. Time, and here I am at one of my childhood kopitiam. This is Sun Yuen. Lots of memory in this kopitiam. Again, I try not to be emotional, but this kopitiam, I came with my grandparents, came with my parents, came with my cousin. They've been here ever since I was a little kid. I would say roughly 60 years, the history of Sun Yuen, full of incredible Penang hawker food. I am actoring the Kuey Tung. The Kuey Tung here, 3rd generation. And Tao Ke told me they have been operating for 70 years. This is 70 years of hard evolutionary recipe. Is the special duck meat Kuey Tung. They specialize on duck meat, but you have to tell the Tao Ke that this is a special request. The broth is actually just normal chicken broth soup. The Tao Ke has many fresh ingredients, so you can basically customize your Kuey Tung here. You have the chicken, and I said duck and pork, and also, not to mention, handmade fish ball. I can't believe it. I grabbed it instantly. Usually I'm very bad at grabbing fish ball, but there you go. Handmade fish ball, Si Tao fish ball here. And long line, you have to come super early. I have to tell them extra shallot and extra fried garlic and the fried pork skin. It really feels like home. Eating all these food. Great soup, great atmosphere to have breakfast. And this Kuey Tung is, for me, full of memories. And we used to take away, usually we used to take away and then eat it at Grandma's house in Armenian Street. You need to know how to order, but the boss is very friendly. So you can say extra this, extra that, and he will show you all the ingredients. And that's the great thing about eating in Penang, that you can customize your dish, and each of the dish are very different from one another. and the chef remembers it. And that is how incredible Penang hawker food stall chefs are here in Penang. So here in Kimberley Road, there's a huge landmark that you have to come and you cannot miss. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Chowrasta Market. This is the oldest market in Penang. This market was here established 1890. It has an Indian name because the traders from southern India was the first to occupy this market, and they would sell a lot of things. They settled down here in Penang. Now, chow, as I know, chok or chow means intersection, and that's how Chowrasta's Market got its name, because it's an intersection with all the roads, Penang Road, Kimberley Road. That's how they intersect, and that's how Chowrasta gets its name. Now, this market has been here ever since I was born, and it's always buzzing. The oldest market in Penang. Lots and lots of great treasure, great food, great bargain hunting, great souvenirs you want to find in Penang. You should find it right here in Chowrasta Market. Run by the local, cooked by the local, and that's my tip for you when you visit Kimberley Street here in Georgetown.
Dari touch to e-wallet.
We stand on the opposite shore. Hello, I reach through mysterious ceilings. My holy hope. I look for the things I don't know.
Whenever I go overseas and I have to buy a souvenir from Penang to my friend, this is what I would buy for them. And this I've been eating since I was a little kid. This is Uncle Lim's Poh Piah right here in Chowrasta Market. And they have been in operation for 70 years making the thin skin Poh Piah. And their specialty is a kind of sugar that mix peanut with barley, I think, and they call it gong tang. For me, this was my snack. This was my junk food, but you can't really call it that. But this is the taste of Penang, and this is 15 ringgit. It's quite expensive now, actually. But I used to hop around when I hang around in Georgetown. I would hop here and there. When I hang out in Georgetown, and this is what I would buy. And I would buy this and eat this in the bookstore. When I'm like eating it and flipping the book for free in the bookstore in Carnarvon Street. And this is really my favorite thing, favorite snack to eat in Penang. I don't really eat, or I don't really snack. I don't really eat, or I don't really snack a lot. But Uncle Lim's Poh Piah is really my childhood memory. I'm gonna bring this and eat and window shop. And it's so easy now. And they come with this plastic box now today. I think those days they just put it in a plastic bag. But I think third generation of Uncle Lim's Poh Piah, please buy and eat it in your hotel. It's really worth it. This is the taste of Penang. This is what you should eat.
For all in this, I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honest, honestly don't. I should be the last to know. We're all in this, I stand alone. Show me where the
Now, this kopitiam, a very typical Hainanese kopitiam. It's been here like forever. I think it's owned by the Fong family. And it's a very typical kopitiam with the usual coffee and eggs, soft-boiled eggs. But there's only one thing to order here, which is the Hainanese fried noodle. And this Hainanese fried noodle, I have never featured this before, but this is basically the same as Hokkien mee, but it's fried, and this is the Hainanese style that they cook with. Prawns, basically prawns, the same almost ingredient as the Penang Hokkien mee, but in a Hainanese style. So the gravy is different. And oh my gosh. I think it's still frequented by a lot of the regulars and the old timers here. Uncle makes a very good Hainan fried noodle. This is really, really good. The wok hei is there. This is very good. You can feel the wok hei. It's really, really good. It's very moist. And it's full of wok hei, which is what we need for our breakfast. Look at that. Fresh prawn, good noodle, lots of wok hei. As I said, you don't find this a lot here in Penang. Hainanese Kopitiam, yes, but Hainanese fried noodle, very, very rare nowadays. This is good, but delicious, packed with Hainanese flavor in a very Hainanese Kopitiam. You must try here in Kimberley Road, and the coffee shop name is Jianan. Remember that.
I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honestly, I should be the last to know. All in this, I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honestly, I should be the last to know. Hello, I missed a beautiful the engine go. I guess you always seem to know. Hello, I push back the serious feeling. The ends unknown.
A very challenging angle this is, but I really like sitting here. I'm just surrounded by my childhood memory. This is the Chicheongjok of Kimberley Street or Chowrasta Market. Look at this. I think it's packed with an entire pig here. I have a special order today. I wanted to show you the fried pork intestine that this stall is very famous for. Char siu, pig blood. Now this is no ordinary porridge shop. This porridge stall has been operating for over 90 years, 3 generations now. I wanted you to meet Uncle. He's the icon of Kimberley Street, but he's retired now. The business is now passed on to now the 3rd generation. Unbelievable, 90 years of survival. And this is what we usually take away from Chowrasta Market back to Grandma's house in Armenian Street. This is what I eat every time I come back from KL, from outstation. This is it. There are no porridge in Penang that can compare to the taste of it. The rice smooth, especially the fried intestine. So incredible. Fried to perfection. Crispy, incredible. Oh, I really love this. I've come to the end of my video. I mean, this is quite an emotional episode for me. eating back the food that I used to eat as a little kid. And I'm just glad that some of the food is still here. To be honest, only a third of all the things I used to eat are still here in Kimberley Street. And that is because these recipe, these operator, they passed on and they couldn't find the next generation to take over. For instance, you might think that operating a stall is easy. For instance, this porridge, they have to wake up at 2 a.m. 2 a.m. and then the whole thing starts. It is barebacking work, and also you need to make sure the ingredients are fresh. And that is why not a lot of people can take over this kind of work. I don't want to get emotional, but I really wish my grandparents are still alive and we can still, you know, come here and eat. But things have changed, people have changed, the environment has changed, and then we just have to change with it. I hope you had fun with me showing you around my favorite places to eat here in Kimberley Road. Kimberley Road, come in the morning. The food are much better in the morning. If you like my video, please click like, subscribe, and there are more videos of Penang that you can watch, my homestay of Penang, and I will see you in my next video. Cheers!